cheer the guy for sharing. Now, you're all special guests here today, but we have one extra special guest. George Clooney's here today. George, stand up, man. Okay? George Clooney's voting for Jack Ciattarelli. He's moved to New Jersey.
I flipped the other way. You heard that about you.
Well, I teed it up for me, hitting it out of the park. Because speaking of flipping, do you know what happened this past week? We were in Garfield, the 5th largest town in all of Bergen County, which is the most populated county in all of New Jersey. 1.1 million people. Greater population than 5 states. And the Democratic mayor of Garfield endorsed Jack Ciattarelli for governor. And moments after that, he switched his party affiliation to Republican. This is the kind of thing that's happening all around the state. It happened a couple weeks back right here in Morris County in Dover, where the Democratic mayor endorsed my candidacy. So we welcome this kind of endorsement, certainly. As we get up and down the state, we find it's not just Republicans that want change, it's unaffiliated, independent, and Democrats too that really want change after 8 years of failed policies. But the most fun I had was in Dover that particular day when the mayor there endorsed me. There was a woman that didn't realize she walked into the Ciattarelli for Governor rally. Right? And when she realized what she had done, she came over to me. She was a little defiant. She said, I want you to know something. Mikey Sherrill's my congresswoman. I like the job she's doing for me in Washington, D.C. And I said, ma'am, that's why I'm here. You vote for me, I'll make sure she stays your congresswoman. I got really great news for you. 60 days, all gas, no brake. We're winning this election, I'm telling you right now. I've never been more committed, never been more determined because of you. I've never been more energized, I've never been more confident. And signs that tell us we're going to win is the energy up and down the state. When Democrats start endorsing us and when the other side starts lying about you, it's a sign that you're going to win. But when I say we're going to win, I'm not just talking about me. My job at the top of the ticket is to have coattails for everybody else because we need a difference maker in our state legislature. I want something we haven't had in 25 years. That's a Republican majority. So. Now, back in 21, when we at the top of the ticket with some wind in our face, we flipped 134 seats at the municipal and county level, over 200 Board of Education seats, and 8 seats in the state legislature. The most successful night for the Republican Party in 34 years. I say that not as a hyper-partisan. Sure, I'm a proud Republican, but we need balance. The Democrats have controlled our legislature, Tony, 25 years. And Murphy's had 8 years to fix New Jersey, and things have only gotten worse. So as I go around the state, what I tell the people of New Jersey, if you want change, you got to make a change. Now, with the wind in our back this year, I'm telling you, we can flip 13 seats. And then we'll get something we haven't had in 25 years, a Republican majority in our state legislature. So my first job is to protect the 28 incumbent Republican legislators that serve there today, and one of them is with us today, Michelle Matscuse, who represents this great community. She works real hard. Also on the ticket this year, right below Michelle and Nancy for the legislature, will be 3 county commissioner candidates, and one of them's with us today. Christine Myers is here today. Christine, great to see you. Steve Shaw is here today. He's one of your county commissioners as well. Steve, it's great to see you. Christine is on the ticket, Tom Mastrangelo, and also Doug Cabana. So you got 3 great county commissioners that are running for re-election. Now, this isn't his turf per se, but as the minority leader in the Senate, he has a right to go anywhere he wants, and I gotta tell you, everywhere I go around the state, I turn around, and there is the Morris County Senator, Tony Bucco. Tony, great to see you, buddy. Doesn't Senate President Tony Bucco have a nice ring to it? Huh? So this year isn't just about turning New Jersey around this year, but in 2 years when the Senate is back on the ballot, we can win some seats there too and make it happen. So guys, I couldn't be more pleased with the way campaign's going. All of you have a lot to do with that. We're going to continue to talk about the various crises we have in New Jersey. Number 1, there's an affordability crisis. Why? Because our individuals and our businesses pay the highest taxes in the country. I, as an MBA CPA, will go down to Trenton, not Washington. I'm not going to Washington. We'll go down to Trenton. I'm going to very responsibly reduce the size and cost of our state government to afford a tax cut for our individuals and for our businesses. I'll give you a new school funding formula which will lower your property taxes. Okay, those are some of the things we got to do right out of the gate. The other thing we're going to address here in New Jersey, I'm going to appoint an Attorney General on day 1 that supports our local law enforcement. We need safe communities right here in New Jersey. I'll give you a new State Board of Education on day 1 that will fix our public school curriculum. Okay? tell you something else we're going to do on day one. We're going to go before the state Supreme Court and make an argument on things they don't know about, but we're going to stop the overdevelopment through this Mount Laurel housing document to all our communities. You know, the Democrats like to portray themselves as the pro-environmental party. How can you be the pro-environment when you're allowing all this overdevelopment to take place in our rural communities? They're taking garden right out of the Garden State. It's one of the top issues in this campaign. So we're going to continue to talk about the issues. Now, my opponent seems to only want to talk about two things. Donald Trump and Donald Trump. Okay? That's a mistake. I'm going to continue to go out and talk about New Jersey. And by the way, what does it Donald Trump has to do with us having the highest property tax in the nation? What does he have to do with what's recently happened to your monthly electric bill? What does he have to do with what's happened to our public education system? What does he have to do with the lack of support for law enforcement that's caused the rise in nonviolent crime all across the state? He's got nothing to do with those things. We have everything to do with those things, and our governor in particular. And make no mistake, it's on every one of those things that Phil Murphy has failed us for the last 4 years. So we're going to continue to get up and down the state. And over the next 60 days, we're going to remind people who my opponent really is. This is somebody that supported Joe Biden's open border policies. This is somebody that supported all of his inflationary economic policies. This is somebody that voted no on the Lincoln Riley Act. Now let me see if I get this. You came here illegally, broke the law once. While you're here, you committed a crime, broke the law twice. We're not going to detain and deport you. She voted no on that bill. This mother of 2 daughters voted yes twice to allow biological males to participate in female sports. That's one of those 80-20 issues here in New Jersey, okay? This is somebody that voted no on President Trump's budget bill, the one that lets us deduct $40,000 of property taxes on our federal tax return, the one that doubles the child care tax credit for parents with young children, the one that doesn't tax tips, Social Security, and overtime, the one that provides a magnificent tax credit for those who send their kids to private school. And I know some of you are here today. She voted no on that bill. She endorsed the Socialist Democrat out of New York, Mondami. And 2 weeks ago, he returned the favor and endorsed her. This is somebody who's now... This is someone who had to pay federal fines for stock trades and stock reporting. She broke the House rules for a congressperson. And the New York Times reports that while she was sitting on the House Armed Services Committee, she was trading defense stocks. This is somebody who's not really about you or about New Jersey. This is somebody who's really all about herself. But we've seen this before, have we not? The Democrats brought John Corzine here from Illinois. That didn't work out so well. They brought Phil Murphy here from Massachusetts. I don't think that's worked out so well, and I think you agree. She's not from New Jersey. So I got a new idea. How about we elect a Jersey guy? How about we elect a Jersey guy? The Ciattarellis have been here for 100 years. My grandfather worked his way up out of the ditch and became a very successful independent contractor. My dad and my mom were very successful restaurant bar owners in Somerset County. I followed in their footsteps as a 2-time business owner. I've also had the privilege of serving at every level of government. 2 terms at the municipal level, where my grandparents immigrated, 2 terms as the commissioner in Somerset County, 3 2-year terms in purgatory, otherwise known as the New Jersey General Assembly. I've term limited myself every single time. Something else my opponent is lying about. But as an MBA CPA and a 2-time business owner from a family that's been here for 100 years that served at every level, no gubernatorial candidate has ever come before you with that kind of experience and background. And I'm going to leverage it to fix the state that we all love. So I'm all in, guys. A couple things I want you to know about me. Unlike governors on both sides of the aisle over the last 40 years, I'm not using this as a stepping stone to get to Washington, D.C. Okay? I've been asked to run for Congress. Answer has been, always will be no. I've been asked to run for U.S. Senate. Answer has been, always will be no. Tony has not asked me to run for president, but the answer is no. And I don't want to write a book. When this is all over after 4 or 8 years, I'm going to the beach in Surf City.